This is really one of my favorite vantage points of this city. As I look out and you see new hotels and new condominium projects and new private business enterprises that have happened in our city since the announcement of the Presidential Library, I would say without a doubt, these projects and the redevelopment that we've had in our core downtown would not have happened if the Clinton Presidential Center was not located right here in the heart of our city.
I want young people to want to see not only what I did with my life, but to see what they could do with their lives. Because this is mostly the story of what we the people can do when we work together.
The Clinton Center is home to the Little Rock offices of the Clinton Foundation, the William J. Clinton Presidential Library and Museum, and the University of Arkansas Clinton School of Public Service. We're so proud that the Clinton Center has really realized President Clinton's vision over the last 10 years. We serve as an extension of the classroom and a premier educational and cultural venue where we host a variety of symposiums, lectures, educational programs, and free family festivals throughout the year. We're also extremely proud that the center has been a catalyst for much of the economic development that has taken place over the last decade in the downtown communities of Little Rock and North Little Rock.
I think one of the things that the Clinton Presidential Center has afforded not only Little Rock but also all of Arkansas is really name recognition. So the Clinton Center and of course President Clinton becoming a president, it really put Little Rock and the state of Arkansas on the map, so to speak.
Let me begin by thanking President Clinton for establishing his presidential library and center in Little Rock, Arkansas. Mr. President, this is a wonderful gift to the city and the state, as well as to history, education, and the future.
As the selection process got down to really two sites, one in Little Rock and one in the North Little Rock, President and Mrs. Clinton came and we took them into the heart of what is now the Presidential Library. And it turns out it was an old warehouse district. It was absolutely dilapidated. It looked terrible. And first of all, the driver wouldn't drive up there to drive up on the roof of the building because he was afraid the car would fall through it. It was so bad. And secondly, we couldn't get the gate open. So here you have the President of the United States and his wife walking up this ramp, walking around this barbed wire fence. And then Bruce Moore and I were saying this would be a great site to put your library. And luckily, he caught the vision and understood how important it was. And that 26 acres now is probably the most valuable piece of property in Arkansas, not so much for what it's worth, but what it does for the community.
When you talk about the importance of the cultural life of a city, you need to talk about education, you need to talk about quality of life, you need to talk about economic development. And in so many ways, the Clinton Center has contributed in all three of those categories in ways that we couldn't begin to imagine before the Clinton Center was here.
The Clinton Presidential Center has done a lot for Little Rock, but it's done a whole lot for Parkview as far as giving students an education, being able to give them opportunities to perform, giving them chance to be able to exchange with thoughts and ideas with people from all over the state and really the world.
One of the things that President Clinton always says when he travels all over the world, he's amazed to hear from people how wonderfully they were treated when they come to the Clinton Center. And the first people they see when they walk in the doors are our volunteers. We could never even open the door on a single day without their help.
Now this one is set up to reflect the president's personality. Each library is unique in that way because the president gets a chance to let his feeling for the place come out.
It's just such a wonderful experience to be able to just share that with people. You know, it's like you're going on a great vacation and you come back, you got all these pictures, and you can only share them with a few people. But you can share this with a lot of people. And that's one of the reasons I do it. I just feel like I'm an ambassador for the city, I guess.
I really wanted the relationship that this library would have to the University of Arkansas to be focused on public service. I want more and more people to want to go into public service.
I think basically the biggest lesson I learned at the Clinton School was that I can accomplish things not in spite of where I've come from or in spite of certain personality characteristics, but because of those personality characteristics. And I'm not sure that I would have had those realizations if I weren't at the Clinton School.
We're seeing remarkable students graduate from the Clinton School, going out and doing great stuff.
And I hope that it will not only allow people to see these remarkable 8 years, but will help to empower people and give them the confidence to believe that they can build America's greatest days in the new century.
It's happening right now. It's transforming this community. It's transforming this region and this state.
It's an inspirational building to me, in more ways than one.
But the best is yet to be. And I think that is the story of the 10-year anniversary.
Really, I think we're at a tipping point where we're seeing real progress.
There's so many things that have come from that you just can't imagine. So you can put a dollar figure on it. It's big. But the big really issue is people.
I really feel so pleased that we have lived up, I think, to President Clinton's vision of what he imagined for the Clinton Presidential Center. It's more than the sum of its parts. It's really become a cornerstone of the Central Arkansas community.